What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Restoring Style. Today we are going to be kicking off our Champions League group stage campaign, and if you missed the last episode, let me remind you about our death draw that we have been given, because we are going up against Barcelona, Manchester United and Wolfsburg in the group stage of this year's competition. Of course, last year was incredibly tough when we had Real Madrid, Lyon and Wolfsburg. This year is even tougher for us. But, we're going to have to deal with it. This is what you've got to expect in the Champions League against quality sides like, United, Barcelona and Wolfsburg. Is going to happen. But, I just wish the draw would have been a little bit easier for us. But anyway, today we've got two games. We've got Manchester United at home first up. And then we are going to be travelling to the Nou Camp to take on Barcelona. But before we get into those games, let's talk about the league, because we are 8 games into the season so far, and as you would expect, things going very well. We're topping the table, 7 wins, 1 draw, no losses, 23 goals scored, only 3 conceded. Dinamo Bucharest keeping up the pace with us at the moment, but I think as the season goes along, you'll probably start to drift away. You'll start to see them drift away from us, although it would be nice, if we had, some real competition for the league this year. Although I really can't envisage that actually happening. But anyway, that is the league situation currently. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight into this first game against Manchester United, and we're going to show you the lineup for the game. So we've got our Lauskis in goal. We've got our back four of Fam, Pap, Hedgda and Antic. In the middle of the park, we've got Pavelka playing alongside Nikosos. Thank you. On the right hand side, we've got Lucas, Iancu in behind the striker, Tanase out on the left hand side, and I'm choosing Andone to play as the lone striker this one instead of Kizeru. I just feel like Andone gives us a little bit more in terms of his pace up front. I think we're going to need someone who's going to try to get in behind United's back four. Kizeru can't really do that, so I'm going to bring in Andone for this one. You can see that I've got the tactics set up as a defensive mentality, and I'll show you my team instructions. We've got drop deeper, we've got be more disciplined, and as well as my usual instructions that I usually have. So essentially we're going to be looking to sit back against United. I know we are at home, but we're going to be looking to sit back, hopefully, soak up the pressure that they bring to us, and then maybe, hopefully, get on the counter-attack. We had good success using this kind of tactic in the Champions League last year. If you remember, we went to the Bernabeu and we drew the game, and we were actually 2-0 up at one point. So I'm going to kind of try and use the same kind of tactics in this year's competition. But yeah, first game, Manchester United at home. Let's get into it. And the first highlight of the game, 17 minutes in, is an injury to Florentin Pham at right back, which is not great because we don't actually have a natural right back in the squad that can come in and replace him. That's something I'm going to need to look to address, I think, in the next transfer window. But for now, Albertazzi will come onto the field. Pap will go out to right back. And yeah, Albertazzi and Hedgda will play in the centre of defence. And just a few minutes after making that substitution, Man United on the attack. James Wilson up front, plays it into Di Maria. Alauskis with the save. Ball comes back in. Albertazzi deals with it though. Well done, Albertazzi there. And it's been a very quiet first half, but Juan Mata with the free kick 5 minutes before half time. And United take the lead. We've done very well in the game so far. As I said, it's been quiet in the match. We haven't allowed them to, create anything really clear-cut apart from that one Di Maria effort you just saw. But a lovely free kick from Juan Mata. And not much Alauskis could have done. I mean, the wall should have done a little bit better there. It looked like it went straight through the wall. But it's 1-0 United. And there may be one last chance before half-time. Iancu, Lucas plays it out wide to Paul Paff. If he can get a good ball in here, we've got a chance. It's in the box. It's well dealt with. Juan Mata with a poor touch, though. Lucas can't get on it. De Gea does clear. And it may allow Manchester United to counter-attack on us. James Wilson plays it out wide to Januzaj. Januzaj gets the ball. He comes into the box, but the shot is wide of the mark. That was a decent attacking opportunity for us just a minute ago, but we didn't take advantage of it, and that should probably bring us to half-time. There it is. I'm not too disappointed so far, but as I said just a few moments ago, I think we could have done a little bit better in that attacking situation, but it wasn't to be. Anyway, I'll tell the players to show me something else in the second half. We're only 1-0 down, so, we're still in the game and we could still get something from it in this second half. But just a minute into the second half, Januzaj with the corner. The initial ball's dealt with, but Johnny Evans with the header. And surely Arlauskis could have done better in goal there. We're going to see it again in 3D. I mean, that looked That looked pretty poor from Alauskis. Let's see it. Januzaj with the corner. Dealt with well by Hejda. Johnny Evans with the header. I mean, yeah, Alauskis, man, come on. You've got to be doing better there. United are 2-0 up. This is not good at all. Right, so half an hour to go. Let's make some changes. We're going to go to control. Let's make some subs as well. We're going to bring off Tanase. We're going to bring on Gabriel Enache. Vilchanu, I wanted to play him in this game. He's been doing really well this year, but unfortunately he's just not fit enough to play in this one. And we're going to switch Andone to an advanced forward. Let's try and get him a little bit involved more than he has been in this game so far. 2-0 down with half an hour to go. It's looking very unlikely that we are going to be taking any points away from this game. Marcos Rojo has just gone in hard on Andone and he's been shown a red card. Manchester United down to 10 men, so I'm going to go attacking. Let's change the tactics, go more direct, push the defensive line much higher tempo. Let's just go for it now. They're down to 10 men. We haven't really got anything to lose. So United down to 10 men. Can we capitalise? And the answer to that is no, because the clock has just ticked down. We're in the 89th minute. I can't see us scoring twice now. I mean, if we score one here, there may be some glimmer of hope. Paul Pap out on this right-hand side into Andone. Chirichez, the Romanian, of course. Enache does pull one back, though, from a rebound. So there is one last chance, maybe. Can we do it? Let's change the tactics more. Let's go route one. Let's throw everything at United. De Gea with the parries it. Andone, you can see he gets his shot away. Chirichez gets a tackle in. De Gea parries it, falls to Enache, and he finishes. Come on, we've got a few minutes left. Can we do it? But with just 20 odd seconds left in the game, it doesn't look like it. Manchester United keeping the ball. Adnan Januzaj on it. They're just going to look to waste time now. They're not going to look to go forward with it. Fellaini into Hernandez. They may even get one more goal, but he's offside, and that will probably be full time. Yes, it is. So we lose 2-1 in our opening game at home to Manchester United. Of course, our home games are going to be very important. So to lose our first one, it's already putting us in a very, very sticky situation. Barcelona beat Wolfsburg in the other games. I think, this group, it was always going to be very tough. I think, the best we can aim for, I think, is that third place in the group. And, of course, that would mean Europa League qualification. But anyway, we've got one more game in this episode. We're going to be going to the Nou Camp to take on Barcelona. Right then, so here we are about to play Barcelona, but before we get into that game, I want to talk about results since the last game against United, because we have played 3 games. You can see we've won 2 in the league, but it's this cup game against Olympia that I want to talk about, because we very, very nearly went out of the competition to a side fighting relegation in the second tier of Romanian football. It would have been catastrophic if we had went out at this stage of the competition. But you can see we completely dominated the game. We battered this side, as you would have expected. But in the 90th minute, they took the lead. And at that point, I was wondering what the hell is going on. I thought he was going out. But thankfully, we quickly got our act together and we equalised dramatically in the 92nd minute of the game. And then went on to win it in extra time. But I mean, if we had went out, honestly, I don't know what I would have done. Of course, we are the holders of the competition. Against, again, a side fighting relegation, it would have been terrible. But, we've made it through. And let's move on to the game against Barcelona, away from home. Not expecting anything at all. But as I said, and as you may remember, we drew 2-2 at the Bernabeu last season against Real Madrid. So you never know. But this is the team. We've got Alauskis in goal. We've got Pap. And I'm taking a big risk here, because I'm chucking in the 17-year-old Jan Utle. He's been making great progression since he joined the club, and I'm going to give him a go. Why not? Why not give him a go in this massive stage and see what he can do? As you can see, he's developing really nicely, and I think this guy is going to become an absolute star. But alongside him, we've got his fellow countryman who will hopefully help him out in Lucas Hejda. At left back, we've got Antic. In the middle of the park, we've got Pavelka and Stanku. On the right, we've got Lucas. In the middle of the park, behind the striker, we've got Vilchanu. I keep pronouncing his name Vilchanu. I keep pronouncing it differently, but I think it's Vilchanu. On him, actually, we've actually signed him on a new deal. I only gave him a new contract quite recently, but he had a release clause of, I think it was 6 million for foreign clubs. We've now managed to get rid of that release clause. He hasn't got any release clauses in his contract, so that is very good news. We're going to be able to get full value for him, if he wants to go and we do decide to sell him. But obviously I don't want to sell him. He's 19 years old. Look how brilliant he's been so far this season. An average rating of 8.2 in his 15 games that he's played so far. So he's been doing fantastically well. But we've got Yanku on the left-hand side and Done up front. Of course, we lost against Manchester United at home. And again, as I said, I'm not expecting to get anything from this game. But, one of the big plus points for us in this Champions League campaign is going to be the money that we're going to be generating from playing clubs like Barcelona and Manchester United. So that's one positive, I guess, to take from this death draw that we've been given. But anyway, into the game, 20 minutes in, and it could be Barcelona about to create their first real opportunity of the game. Antony could have won the ball there, but it is Barcelona on the attack. Ivan Rakitic plays it to Alex Song. Pedro on this left-hand side breezes past Paul Papa right back. He gets into the box, he gets his shot away, but it's a good save by Arlauskis to tip it wide. And then just a few moments later, once again, Dani Alves down on this right-hand side, plays it inside to Sergio Busquets, into Lionel Messi, Pedro, and that is 1-0. Is he offside? He may have been offside. No, he's not. That's Pedro's 5th goal of the season. And 22 minutes into the game, Barcelona take the lead. We held out for 22 minutes, but Barcelona, as you would expect, they've been dominating the early stages of this game. Messi slips it into Pedro. No way he's going to miss from there. 1-0 Barca. And just 10 minutes or so after, they may get their second as Alex Song brings the ball forward, plays it to Pedro again. Pedro with the shot, well deflected. Saved by Arlauskis, but it falls to Luis Suarez. A bit fortunate, that goal. But the pressure that Barcelona have been putting on us has been relentless. And they get their second goal. You see Pedro there. Good block initially. Rakitic with the shot. Good save by Arlauskis. But then it just falls to Luis Suarez. And he's not going to miss from there. And Barcelona double their lead. And half-time it is then 2-0 to Barcelona. There's literally not much I can do, is there? I set up the game. Started off on defensive. There's no point me going attacking and trying to, go forward and maybe create something, because, then we'll just get destroyed. There's no point in me doing that. So I'm just going to leave things how they are. We're 2-0 down at half-time. As I said, I wasn't expecting to get anything from this game. So, this is an expected result, really. And we've done quite well in the second half so far. We haven't really seen much of Messi so far. And that was a terrible strike from the man in question. As I said, we've kept Messi quiet so far. So I guess that is a positive to take from this game. And we're just 10 minutes away from the end. And we've defended really well in this second half so far. But it is, as expected, Barcelona on the attack. Alex Song on the ball, plays it into Ivan Rakitic. He plays it to Deulofeu. Antic tries to get a challenge in, but he gives away a penalty. And, it looks like Barcelona are going to make it 3-0. Lionel Messi, we've kept him quiet, as I said, in the game so far, but he probably is going to get a goal from the spot in a few seconds' time as he places the ball down. He steps up and he sticks it into the top corner. Barcelona leading 3-0 in this game now. And then just a few minutes later, Lucas has fouled Deulofeu. He's on a booking, and that means he's going to get sent off. There was no need to make the challenge. He was just in our half, and really there was no need to make that challenge. There really was no need. A few minutes from the end, it's a stupid thing to do. So we're going to move your channel out to the right hand side for the last few minutes of this match. Barcelona are going to pour forward and look to make it. And Barcelona are going to pour forward and maybe look to get one last goal. Alex Song into Pedro, and they will score again. It's 4-0 to Barcelona. I don't think we really deserve to lose 4-0, but Barcelona are just too good, as you would expected. Too good. Alex Song has done really well in this game for Barca. Sets up the goal. Pedro Arlauskis should be doing better there, but whatever. It's 4-0. And there is full time. It ends 4-0. As I said, I don't think we really deserve to lose by that scoreline. In the second half, we defended really, really well. And what have I said? What the hell have I said? Okay. I said we gave it our best shot, and everyone seems to be pissed off about that. So, anyway, we'll move on So this hasn't been the greatest of episodes. It was always going to be difficult, but we've lost to Manchester United and Barcelona. But one plus point is that Wolfsburg have also lost their opening 2 games. So as I said, I think the best we're going to be aiming for in this group is the 3rd spot in the group and qualification for the Europa League. But anyway, I've got a couple of league games coming up next. I think next episode we will have Wolfsburg, and I think we'll have the eternal derby against Dinamo Bucharest. Yeah, that will be the next episode. So we'll have Wolfsburg away from home in the Champions League and Dinamo Bucharest. But that will be it for today's episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, please make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more, please do subscribe. But for now, it's been HalfbackFM, and I'll see you guys in a bit.